Today I'm going to share the last few items I have at the moment for Halloween. I am trying to use what I have, although I did buy a few little bits and pieces while I was in Norfolk on holiday. This wreath is what we got from Home Bargains. It was a plain wreath with just the skulls on it, the little white skulls. Now, I am doing a DIY on it, and I haven't actually fixed anything down at the moment because I'm just sort of trying to decide how to go about this and what to decorate it with. I am going for a Harry Potter theme, and I keep adding bits to it, usually bits that I already have. Now, the bow is actually a scarf that I got from Poundland, obviously Harry Potter colours. I've got Harry Potter the decoration here that I actually got from Primark. It is actually a Christmas tree decoration, and Hedwig, I think it is the owl's name from Harry Potter, was also part of that set, which actually came in this packaging. Now, this was done by accident because these are actually for our Christmas tree, but I thought I might as well make use of them and use them over Halloween as well. What I'd like to do is just to untie the red ribbon on both of them and put orange ribbon, I believe, on them. Now, those spiders are what I bought as a pack of 4 from Home Bargains for 59p. And then these are set, everything is just laying down until I decide how I'm going about it. These, the cupboard under the stairs, 4 Privet Drive little winging, is that Surrey? And on the other side it's got Harry Potter. Now, these were actually on my pyjama sets. I got about 4 or 5 different pieces, and these are actually the labels I've taken off of my pyjamas. And I thought, oh, I'll keep them and I'll do something with them. And then I thought, wow, they look quite nice, obviously, on my wreath. The only regret I have got is when I was in Norwich, I did actually see in Poundland a wizard wand, which being £1 would have been great. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that, and I think then I can fix everything down and I'll be quite happy with that. Also from Primark, I bought these lights. I did haul these. I have actually taken the battery thing out and I've put batteries in. And these are the lights. I possibly may put these on the mantle, and I may have the wreath also on the mantle. I'm got to work it out. I'm not quite sure how that's going to go, but that is the lights, and as you can see, I got a good deal on those. They were £8 down to 2, so I think that was a really good bargain, and I'm really pleased with those. So that is the lights. In Poundland, I managed to get the bird cage, and here it is. This is the bird cage. I have put some lights. The lights have slipped because I've just took it off my unit. Sometimes I let things ride for a little while and decide whether I like them. And the owl is what I got from a car boot when we was in Cornwall this year. So I have got to adjust the lights. Originally, these are the Poundland lights I was going to put on the wreath, but I quite like them once I've got it organised. I think that's the way I'm going to go, and I'm going to leave it like that. Unless, of course, I come across a white owl, which would actually look really good. But I'm quite happy with that. As I say, I'm trying to keep the costs down. A few of the bits and pieces I've got is, I've had this a couple of years now. This is a Beanie Buddy. I think I might have got this on offer, funny enough, a few years ago at Home Bargains, and I think it was only like £2.99. And as you can see, it is orange and it's a teddy ghost. So he usually comes out. I said in my other video, I've also got the TY ghost, so I have actually unearthed that. And the other item that comes out, hubby bought me this back in 2000 when we had another trip to Florida. We went to Disney World and we went on the Tower of Terror. And it still works. So yeah, he bought me that in 2000 because I went to Disney World 3 times, and over the course I had different Beanie Babies and that, and I also had the Mickeys from each of the different worlds. So that was just an extra one I had, and he usually comes out at Halloween. Another item, I did actually haul this. We got it from B&M, and I did a little demo on it. It was £16.99. Is the Cauldron Mister. I've actually got that out in my lounge now. We've had it up since we bought it a couple of weeks ago, just to try it out. It just seems to have stayed out. As I said, hubby doesn't normally get that involved, but it was something he really wanted. He liked it, so we bought it. As I say, usually anything that runs a little bit more expensive, I usually try and wait till close to the time or after the season. Now, scooting around, I am sitting on my bed because I was organising all the bits and pieces I had left. I've got these jars. Now, I'm trying to remember where I actually got these two from. I have I have 4 of these in total now, because I had 2 last year and I got them this year, but I just cannot remember if I actually got them from Poundland or whether I picked them up, and I got a feeling it might have been Wilko's, because they're all similar. Poundland, Wilko's and B&M have all similar items. I had 2 of these last year, and this is actually Wilko's. One we used last year, and this one still had the label on in my cabinet, so that's why I know. So I've got a feeling they all could have come from Wilko's, but I'm not sure. I did, when I was sorting my Halloween stuff out yesterday, I pointed out about the labels, and I'm going to put them on jars and all bits and pieces and bottles. What it is, I have 2 little shelves, corner shelves in my kitchen. I do use those shelves just for decor. So what I want to do is like a bottle of potions and everything on those 2 shelves. And these bottles that I had last Christmas from Poundland, and I don't actually put these up because I use them quite a few times. I use them on my birthday, which is in January, and I also use them for Valentine's Day. So they tend to stay out all year. So they have got lights. They don't show up very well at the moment because it's quite light at the moment. But I've put a potion on there, which is brew on there. And so I was going to put a mixture of bottles. And since I had these, I thought, well, I could put these at the back. That's why I've put the label quite high up, because I want to put in different levels, different bottles. And the other one, because I had 2 of these, I put the graveyard juice on that one. So last year, I know they're being shown this year, but I actually bought mine last year of the poison bottle from Poundland. So again, I want to use that. And if you watched, I think it was my blog Thursday a while back, I had this lager stroke beer bottle that a relative had. And I did actually decorate it with an owl and a bit of hessian. Well, I've took the hessian out off and the owl, and I've put a zombie virus brew sticker on it. So again, without actually costing any money, because I bought the labels last year, and quite a cheap way of doing it. And as I said, I've washed some different jars up and I've stored those, so I possibly will be using those. So we'll see how that goes. I have my Halloween t-shirt. I've had this a few years. I did get it from Amazon. I can't remember how much it was. It was probably about £12. So that comes out every year. I also have a plain black tablecloth, which I haven't got out. But on my dining room table, because I like to still see the wood, I do have this black runner, which I run along the table. I also have 2 tea towels. Now, I paid quite a bit for these for what tea towels are. You're saying I'm a witch like it's a bad thing. Now, I bought these as a pack of, I think it was a pack of 2. I don't think it was separate. I'm sure it must have been a pack of 2. They were $5.99 from TK Maxx. Now, I'm a great believer usually of use it or lose it, but because I paid an awful lot for these tea towels, and in our kitchen we do use black tea towels, what I tend to do is just have the one tea towel out with the black tea towel. I know this is ridiculous, and we just use the black tea towels, and I just use this one for decor. Whether that's a good or bad thing, eventually I will use them, but I was wondering, I might see in TK Maxx. I didn't see them when we went in a few weeks ago. I have not seen any more of these tea towels or something similar. I did buy these, I think it could have been last year or the year before, from TK Maxx in Warwickshire. So it's one of those things, if you can't get them again, you know, you feel obliged or try not to use them. Whether I will use one this year and sort of just keep the spare one up, I don't know. The next thing I have, I don't know if it's the last thing, is I have my Halloween mat. Now I have this by my kitchen sink, and I'm sure there's no label. I know it's been washed and washed and washed, and it's come up really well. I wash it after every season, and I'm sure I got this from B&M. I'm sure it was from B&M. Right, I do have actually something else to show you, so I'm just going to scoot round a little bit like this so as not to make you giddy. Something else I've actually hauled a while back, and I got it from Primark. It was originally £12 down to £5, and this is the design, and it's actually a round beach towel. Now I did say in my haul that I wasn't actually going to use it as a towel. I'm thinking about putting it on my table. I've got two, well, a table and a poofy. So I'm going to put it either on the table or the poofy in the lounge to go along with the with the Harry Potter theme. So I thought it's really nice, and I could always use it as a towel next summer. So I believe I've probably covered everything. The only thing I haven't included is I have this morning sorted out my Halloween cake cases and some Halloween cookie cutters and things like that. Again, checking what I have and what I haven't got. A lot of those sort of things, again, I usually buy after the season. So, hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you.